Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Snackbox. Hope you all are having an amazing day. So, guys, oh boy, where do we start? So, we had a lot of stuff happening in the last couple of days since I dropped that video with Nicholas, and I want to give my thoughts on some of it. And also, there's something really interesting that happened that we kind of need to talk about. Okay, so first of all, I really love all the feedback from you guys. A lot of guys said, man, this is the best video they have seen in a while. Finally, somebody's talking about this, and so forth and so on. So, a lot of great feedback, and I really want to thank you guys for all the support, and I really appreciate it. So, now, I dropped this video on Saturday, and if you haven't watched it, go ahead and check it out. It's long, it's a 3-hour video, and it really took me some time to do this with Nicholas, and we put a lot of effort in this. I think this is the longest video I ever done, and I didn't plan to do it. It just happened to be that way. Okay, so go ahead and check it out if you haven't seen it, because it's really, really interesting in my opinion. Now, the video dropped on Saturday, and I actually reached out to a couple content creators and said that I would love if they would react to it. So Boozer invited me to his channel. Drock made a video about this. And yeah, in general, it got a lot of attention because of that as well. And that was kind of like the goal here, okay? Now, the whole thing kind of turned out to be an anti-MAD movement now, which was not really the intent, right? And also, not everyone in MAD is doing this stuff, okay? I want to be very clear here. It is not the whole clan. It is basically, only about a few individuals that just happen to play on accounts that are in MAD. That's just the way it is. And there were actually 2 content creators that I didn't reach out to, and those content creators were in MAD, okay? Actually 3. And I didn't want to, put them on the, put them on a spot and cause any problems for them, because it might look bad, okay? That is kind of like the reason why I didn't reach out to them. Anyway, it turned out to be a mistake maybe, or maybe not, I don't know, but in the end, people were questioning why these guys are not talking about it when they are in the clan, right? So Scratch decided to do a video about it. Scratch is pretty much one of the biggest content creators in the raid bubble, right? He's definitely up there, and he decided to make a video about it, okay? And it was this video right here, okay? It is pretty much saying this is getting out of control. So basically, he covers this topic. He said he watched the video, or like most of it, and unfortunately, it really looked like he was a little bit biased and tried to defend MAD, and also a lot of misinformation in there, which is, I believe he didn't do it on purpose. I think he just didn't know, or if he knew, he looked away. That's kind of like what I think, but who knows, right? That's something that only he knows maybe, or people that are involved. But I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt here, right? So I don't believe he's in any way, shape, or form involved in this whole boosting stuff. So I don't really think he is the bad guy here, okay? That's all I can say. And the comments were very, very harsh towards him. A lot of negative feedback, which is understandable, because he kind of didn't really understand the whole situation, and it showed. Even though I have to say that from his perspective, I can understand his opinion about the whole boosting thing, that everybody that does it should be banned. I understand that perspective, but I don't think that's reason enough to ban somebody, because technically it is not really cheating. It is more like manipulating the system or taking advantage of it. And then a day later, he posted this on his channel. So he unlisted his video, and you can still watch it if you want to. I'll put the link in the description below, and also in the pinned comments, so you can go ahead and check it out. But he basically unlisted it, which means if you have the link, you can still watch it, but it's not going to be shown in your feed. So he said, "Hi Raiders, based on the information I found last night and today, I decided to unlist the video about the boosters cheaters. Maybe I was too biased by giving them the benefit of the doubt just because we were in the same clan. But after doing some digging, it's clear that the people named in the video, they did cheat boost as well. That still doesn't change my opinion of what Plarium should do to all of them that are involved. Give them the ban hammer. I will post an update on it on Thursday, Friday, when I get back from Romania. In the meantime, if any of you still want to watch that video or return to it, the link is below. So basically what he said is, after doing this video, he did a little bit more research, and he found out that some of it was actually true, okay? That some of his clients were involved in this cheating and boosting stuff, okay? Which is not really surprising to me. I mean, the evidence was kind of like, very obvious. And yeah, that's what happened, okay? So this is a very big statement from, one of the biggest content creators in the raid landscape, and kind of shows and proves the point that there is something going on, okay? Now, another thing I want to mention here at this point is that a lot of mad players and also the people that were named and showed DMs of in the video with Nicholas reached out to me and, were trying to explain the whole situation from their side. And I offered every single one of them to come on my channel and speak out about it and show their side. I wanted to give them the same chance as I did with Nicholas, but all of them refused, okay? And I don't really know how to feel about it, because it seems really sus if you're, messaging me privately and explaining it all to me when I'm just the one that is observing the whole thing. Like, I'm not accusing anybody. I'm just reacting what is presented to me and what is shown to me. Okay, that is all. Yeah. So like I said, I offered all of them to come on a channel, even the clan leader, and say something about it or tell their story. And yeah, they all refused. But this is not everything. So after I saw this post, I also checked if Scratch was still in the clan, and actually he's not, okay? He actually left the clan. His account name was Kung Fu, and he's not in here anymore, okay? He's not in here anymore. He left the clan, and he joined some other clan. I think it is CLS Eternals, and there he is, okay? CLS Kung Fu, so he's not part of Matt anymore. So he basically left the clan, I don't know, before or after the statement about the video. Pretty interesting stuff. I mean, that's, a very big statement, like I already said, and is a huge indicator for, a lot of fishy stuff going on in their clan. But like I said, I don't want this to be an completely anti-Mad thing, because that is not the case. There are many other people that are doing it as well, which are not part of Mad, okay? So it doesn't matter who does it, really the biggest point here is that it's happening, okay? It doesn't really matter. We can now go and blame everybody that does it and trash them, but that's not helping anybody. I think the main goal should be to change the system, right? To change the system, make it fair so it doesn't happen again, or at least make it a lot harder to do. That is the main goal, okay? That Plarium takes action. Now, if you want to, you can also go ahead and check out Shinny's reaction to Scratch's video, which is kind of interesting because Shinny has a lot of background information about all this stuff, which is very interesting and can actually tell you what Scratch got wrong here, and what's not true, what he said, and why. And yeah, Shinny's actually been in the community and also in this high-end PvP landscape for a very long time. I know he took a break and came back, but back then he was kind of like in the midst of all of it, so he kind of knows what's going on and what was going on back then, and he has a lot of background information. And yeah, he can tell you much more about all this stuff than I can do, okay? So definitely go ahead and check him out, give him a like on this video, and also subscribe to his channel. He's actually almost hitting the 8,000 subs, okay? So let's help him do this. And it's very, very interesting, actually, all the stuff that he's talking about here, and kind of debunks a lot of what Scratch was saying in that video. But yeah, guys, I'm very curious what Scratch is going to say on Thursday or Friday about all of this. Very interesting stuff to me. Very curious to see what's going to happen next. I kind of feel like I spread a little wildfire here with a little spark, which was not really intended. But yeah, it is what it is. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you like this video, YouTube's going to think that you like this one as well. Take care and see you in the next one.